and he was just crying because they cut his little wee.
You see no woman and no man a whole and like a love place that watch them no and you're into the mar. No, the man maybe they
Kimar will say like, no breakfast not being cooked in the house.
No, that's not a joke. Okay. I grew up in Jamaica.
Why you succeed to me son? Me say what you just say. Goes out like that.
Strong, the strength.
The thing was like this and it gonna pull back like that. So
it's gonna be the same.
It's yeah. Nah. Ta-na-na. The Bonnicks on the rise. The Bonnicks are up on your TV. Turn up the volume and put it in a 3D. Yeah, yeah. Gather round, can you see me? Come make we have a good time and be free. Sing it again. The Bonnicks are up on your TV. Turn up the volume and put it in a 3D. Gather round, can you see me? Come make we have a good time and be free. Me talk about everything where you gone, from personal life to politician. Full enjoyment, that how we plan. We have to talk about food as a Jamaican, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. The Bonnicks on the rise. The Bonnicks are up on your TV. Turn up the volume and put it in a 3D. Gather round, can you see me? But make we have a good time and be free.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to 2025. New year, fresh new content from the Bonnicks. So today's going to be a topic video. And we are talking about what?
Cultural difference.
Cultural differences.
Specific cultural difference.
Yes.
All right.
Specific cultural differences. We got things that I want to discuss.
Let's discuss it, baby.
Yes, and basically, you know, like how they affect your relationships too. So anyway, if this is your first time joining us, I am Tanya.
And I am Kemar.
And we are
the Bonnicks.
The Bonnicks, the fabulous and bona fide Bonnicks. And if you will, please go ahead and watch a couple of our other videos. If this is your first time joining us on our channel, we do have 2 vlogs up for the new year already. Yay! We got 2 vlogs up. So you can check those out. But if you will, please go ahead and watch a couple of our other videos. And if you like what you see, come back and hit the subscribe button.
You could also leave a comment because we also love to engage with our lovely subscribers.
Yes, let us know if you're new over here. We like to engage with new and old subscribers. So if you are an old subscriber, old viewer, thank you as always. We appreciate you guys always coming and supporting and just showing love, mad love to the Bonnicks. So also hit the thumbs up to give the video a like, and let's just get into the video. So today we're talking about cultural differences, and Kimar is from Jamaica, as many of you know. Most of you, all of you probably know. Kimar is from Jamaica, and I'm born and raised in the U.S., and baby, we got some cultural differences. Ooh. We really do. So I'm watching Married to Medicine. So let me just give you kind of like a synopsis of Married to Medicine, just in case, you know, somebody's watching and they haven't really seen the show. They don't know what it's about. It's a reality TV show, and you are either a doctor or you're married to a doctor.
Yes.
Yeah. So you got men and women, you got couples on there. So you're either a doctor or you're married to a doctor, or you ain't either one and you just on the show to bring some drama.
All right.
So there's a couple on there, and I can never say his name, but I think it's Kema. It's Kema, because I had a problem saying your name when I first met you. Kemar. Kema. Maybe it's like that. So anyway, he is born in Nigeria but raised in Jamaica. And he made some comments that kind of rattled up the group, like shook it up, like the men in the group, because he was basically saying like, and not like really his words verbatim, but basically he was saying that women in America are very like mouthy and opinionated. And the way I gathered it is basically like we place ourselves like on the same level as men, you know, like gender roles, you know. So instead of us being like maybe right here, we're like right here or either up here when it comes to like the relationship.
It can't be, you know. And I think like what you said is definitely correct about the ladies over here. Like you
That's
guys
correct.
place yourself equal or maybe above. But it can't be, you know, because and then you said the ladies over here are very mouthy and opinionated.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Like we're very mouthy and opinionated, and some of the other guys were like,
But me meet other people in my past, not everybody Catania, but me hear people like when me meet talk about the same thing that you talk about. Like the ladies over here, you know what I mean?
your friends think the same thing.
Not all of my friends, because remember
Well, not
some of my
necessarily your
friends
friends, but I mean like people
that
you
me
have
come in
conversations
contact,
with.
yeah, people that me come in contact with. Yeah, not necessarily friends, but maybe you work in that same space,
And sometimes
and then
you
you're
just
having
have
a conversation.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I meant.
So people from other country like all Africa and other country, you know them, you know when them come over here, that's why you see the Africans always date back, or Jamaican mostly, because me think them we more understand each other.
Your
so
own
them
culture.
yes, it easier to get along than fear for date an American and they don't understand your culture. So it's going to be like when you was watching Vibes Cartel stage show and it was going, then they said it keep buffering, then it keep going again, meaning
That's
the
the
relationship.
That's how the relationships are.
Yeah, it go good, then it go have a hard time. Then it go pick up back.
Yeah, I get it.
Yes.
So some of the men were saying, me and my wife are 50-50, and that don't make me less than a man. And I took it as though they were even kind of like, not really mocking him, but kind of looking at it like, dang, this dude is kind of weird. But that's because they don't grow up in his culture, so they don't understand that. But, you know, me being born and raised in America and being with you for a long time, like I saw both sides of it.
Yes.
When I was watching that particular episode, you know?
Yes, even when you was saying the ladies over here want to be 50-50, as you said, that can't happen.
Yeah, he was saying like, so when he said like, me and my wife are, Eugene said this, me and my wife, his wife is Toya. Me and my wife are 50-50, like that doesn't make me less than a man. And Kima is saying like, you can't be 50-50 because the man is like the head of the household. But, and really to be honest, like you could see that in their relationship too, because Toya is, you know, I'm a lot like Toya. Like I'm very independent. I'm very opinionated when it comes to like getting things done and how things should be done, you know?
Yes.
And then Eugene is kind of like laid back, like, all right, you know. But I think Eugene will put his foot down too if he needs to, you know.
Yes.
But yeah, so I think that could be hard on a relationship. I think we still struggle with that sometimes, like that gender role, you know. Because I am like independent, you know. I mean, I think like we both grew up the same in that both of our mothers were like single parents.
Yes.
But the difference is, and this is why I think sometimes, like even early on, like we might have bumped heads, and still sometimes it's a struggle. But the difference is, my mom worked. I saw my mom work, and I saw my mom going to school. My mom didn't cook every day. Like we ate at the neighbor's house. Like it really took a village to raise us, you know. So we would go over to the neighbor's house across the street, and you know, my friends, their mom would do our hair. Their mom would feed us, you know, because my mom was working. She worked like split shifts, so her hours changed like month to month. But then you, on the other hand, you saw your mom working.
And doing all of that thing when she get home, you know, she work, she come home, she cook, she make breakfast before she go to work. So she do a full-time job outside and do a full-time job at the house just the same.
Just the same.
Like literally every day they do that, and people do that have 5-6 kids at Jamaica, get the kids ready every day and send them off to school and then go to work and then pick them up and then cook them dinner
Yeah.
every day because people with 5 kids back at home, we don't have money to take the 5 kids
To be going out to eat.
to
and
going
stuff.
out to eat.
Yeah.
As you see,
Yeah.
how Jamaica expensive, right?
Yeah.
So they have to do
You
all
gotta
of
do
that.
it, yeah.
I'm
But
telling
you know,
you.
even like my sister, I mean, my sister had 3 kids and she would cook. She learned how to cook. She taught herself how to cook and she would cook for her kids. But me, on the other hand, you know, with my daughter, I'm working. I'm going to school full time. You know, so my daughter was spending a lot of time with, you know, my sister and my mom and her dad's mom, you know. And so I didn't cook a lot growing up. So then coming together with you, and it's like, this is one of the things like we still kind of like bump heads on even today. You know, even though we've been together so long, Kimar will say no breakfast not being cooked in the house.
Yeah, because anybody born and raised at Jamaica, them know that. Them
Yeah.
wake up and either grandma or mommy. But breakfast always is like a cultural thing, Katanya. The breakfast and dinner always there. Maybe not lunch, you know. Yeah, we are gonna wake up to breakfast and
And I'm not even really like a
Come into
breakfast
dinner.
person, so I don't have to get up and have breakfast. Sometimes I don't even eat until
but
you
it's
know
not
12
like
or 1
what
o'clock.
you have to have. It's what the other one have to have too. Because that's
Right.
why you go into marriage. When you're married, you have to cater for the other one. You're not catering for yourself anymore.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, even though we've been together a long time, I still kind of like, I'm not even a breakfast person. Or Kimar likes to eat Jamaican food, and I like I like some Jamaican foods. You know, like I can eat the porridge, I can eat.
Katanya, you want to get up and make egg and bread and toast. What it's called French toast with the little
Yeah,
with the little
yeah.
syrup.
Yes, it's so good. It's so
And I'm like,
good.
Katanya, you wanna so Jamaican do it, Katanya.
That's so Jamaican don't roll like
You
that.
have to get up,
Kimar want
Katanya.
dumpling and green banana.
You have to put on some greens, some collard greens.
Some callaloo.
Yeah, man, and
Yeah.
and some dumpling a boil with some banana.
Yeah,
and
so
yam.
even sometimes today,
Them
like
thing
we
they give you
still
back
bump
strength.
heads
Them
with
thing
that.
they give you back strength in the body, Katanya. One boiled egg. One boiled egg and one bread. And little syrup like this over the bread.
Kimar always say it
What
brings
is that?
strength.
What is that going to do
But I'm
to
saying
me?
like dumpling ain't healthy. That's flour. That's dough. Flour and cornmeal and water. That's
Well,
not
like that
healthy.
we grew up on,
That
Katanya.
what
We
you
not
grew-
grew up on piece of bread and little syrup like this and
Like
little
that.
egg. And
Like
then
even like
breakfast is ready.
even like eating like a sandwich. I will eat a sandwich and some chips. Kimar wants some hot cooked food, you know? So yeah, so I get what he's saying, you know, like
Not saying every day, you know, you got to cook like banana and yam. Sometimes we make porridge too, you know?
Yeah.
And the different types of porridge that give you back something in your body, like sometimes we make plantain porridge, cornmeal porridge, oats porridge.
And I
And,
have learned to cook those things so that I can make breakfast for Kimar.
And don't
you
get
know,
me wrong, sometimes we make fried dumpling in the morning with fried egg. But normally when they make fried dumpling and fried egg in the morning, we have a cup of porridge with it.
Right.
So something that put in
Some
build up
strength.
at the body. That is what I am saying, the word.
How you do it? What it do to you?
Build up back the strength, Katanya. Something that put in something in your
'Cause
body.
you need strength.
Because you take strength, Katanya. I'm
So
just
let me
saying.
touch on this comment because somebody made a good comment too, because we mentioned this in one of the vlogs. I don't know if it was the first vlog that we did of the new year, but most Jamaican women are very independent. We grow up taking care of siblings, so that's why most know how to be domesticated. The type of grooming that maybe he spoke about is mostly African continents and not so much Caribbean, because most Caribbean men cook, clean, wash, iron, and do yard work. And I was like, yeah, you guys, like, you know how to do all of those things, but I still feel like because I was saying, like, basically Kimma thinks like you, or you think, you guys think alike. Like you, in your mind, you have like roles that I'm supposed to do, and then roles that you're supposed to do too. You know.
Yes. Maybe in a Catania, and that's why them used to have a housewife. Me think back then. Them never have a man as a.
But even here, like me and my mom were having a conversation one day, and she was just saying like back in the day, the men took care. The men went out and worked, and the
That
woman
is
took
it.
care of the house. But maybe in America, we've gotten away from
Everybody
that.
got in that. That's why I tell you them. The thing used to be a rule. Even in Jamaica, you work and the woman take care of the bills. Them like we pay the bills and go to the market
And really,
and come back. I know the man work and carrying the money. The woman take care of the household.
Yes.
And then go to the market. The man no work and come in. Take care of outside of the yard. Take care of inside of the yard as well. Follow you go to the market.
that's what I wanted
Not
to
saying
mention.
we can't do it to get some of those stuffs together, but
That's what I wanted to mention because I've really learned a lot. Like Joan is Kimar's mom, my mother-in-law, and she has taught me a lot. Like she really explains, especially like early on in our relationship, and even sometimes now, you know, like if I sometimes I'm just like I don't understand like the mindset.
Catania, if you go to Jamaica and look, and mostly the woman them you see their market a Saturday or so whenever they in their market. You know, see no woman and no man a whole and like a love place that watch them now and you're into the market. No, the man maybe the woman do something and the woman a look the food
Yeah,
at the
because
market.
over here you will see the husband and the wife in the store holding hands, shopping, grocery shopping.
Not saying as well, I say Catania, we do it in a but.
But that's another thing, like maybe like with gender roles that we might have. I don't even say we bumped heads on that. It's just kind of like areas where maybe I wanted you to step up. I had to learn that that's a part of your culture. Like how you said, like you bring what you was gonna say.
You know, see most time Sunday daytime we did it. We play soccer or something, and we group up and so we live down at Jamaica, Catania, and whole a vibe.
Yeah, because
Most Sunday, a woman would want you. Even though when we come in, we leave, we do what we are do upon a time and come up on a time so we can always have family time.
Yeah.
But most Sunday, a woman would mind you get up and you and them spend that day together.
Right,
you know?
right. But I was gonna say, like, even some areas where, you know, we've had conversations where maybe I wanted Kimar to step up more, like just say with the finances, because I was thinking we had a conversation about this one time, and somebody said basically I'm the administrator in terms of handling the finances, but I always tell Kimar, like, you got to know like what comes in, what goes out. So if something happens to me, you know, like, you know what we have and how to continue taking care of those things. And in Kimar's mind, Kimar is like, I work and the money goes into the account. And as long as, you know, I get a cut to do what I need to do with it, the rest of the money is for whatever, you know. And sometimes I'm just like, yeah, but I had to understand that that's your culture. Like, you know, that's what you guys do. You guys work, you bring the money in, you give the money to the woman, and the woman disperses and takes care of the bills and does the grocery shopping. And
That's what you say. Your work in Catania. Remember, you monitor your money just the same. You know what you're making. But as I say, if both of you, even if both of you work same way, you still have to come in. It's like the man always at the head of the house, right? So you still have to pay your part and make sure you give your lady the money to take care of the bills, to buy food for the house. So
we have conversations now where it's like we still discuss like what's being done with the money.
You have a good woman, you know you're in a good relationship, and yes, give her the money, make sure say, not say you're not really monitor the money, you know, you're monitor, but you're not just, you're not fussy like that. As I say, you have a good lady.
And that's a part of trust too, being able to trust that that person is doing what's supposed to be done as well.
Yes.
You know?
So that is it. Most Jamaican man, or maybe you have a different plan why you monitor the money so much, or you know want the lady. You know, but if you are one and you're on one accord and you're aiming as one and you know your partner, mean you're good. Yeah, you just chill, work the money, give your partner some money, make sure some money are put away, make sure we are on one accord.
Yeah.
We are not fussy, you know. We are cool peoples.
Yeah, and so like, you know, I even understood like, you know, just what he was saying, you know what I mean? And Joan has really taught me a lot in helping me understand like Jamaican culture, how Jamaican men stay, because that's what she always say. That's how Jamaican men stay. You know, and so I understood. So I understood like his point of view, and I understood the other guys, the American born. I understood like their point of view as well. But you know, like I mean,
but we grew up in a Catania can do things, you know, like cook, clean and everything. Same like what the ladies can do, but because this modern days change everything same way.
Yeah,
And our
times are
parents,
changing.
our parents naturally teach us to do things, you know, but me just think say, but we still grow in a part where it's like we believe say certain thing is like a gender
role.
Yes.
And like that can really affect a relationship, because if you don't try to understand somebody else's culture, you know, and it's easy for people to, you know, just be stuck in their mindset and not understand or try to understand another culture, and then they think like that's an issue or that's a deal breaker, which really could lead into the next topic. Because you know, Andy is like the moderator, or you know, for a lot of those reality shows, Andy Cohen on Bravo channel, and he gets into the business. So he was like, were you joking when you said that you don't have oral sex?
Were you joking about not going down on women?
No, that's not a joke.
Okay.
Yeah. I grew up in Jamaica. Most people think, you know, I grew up in Nigeria, but I left Nigeria when I was 3 years old.
Yeah.
In Jamaican culture, oral sex is taboo. You know, you don't speak about it in public for one.
Oh.
And if you're doing it, you hide it, you know, behind closed doors. It's a lot different, you know.
Yeah, you can't miss what you never had.
Right. So he was just like, no, that's no joke. That could be a deal breaker for some people, because he was like, in Jamaica, we don't do that. Like, that's not something that we do. Or if you do it, you don't broadcast it to the world and say, hey, look at me, I licky licky. Like, you just do whatever you do, and that's your business, and you keep it a secret, and you don't really share it, you know? And that could be a deal breaker, because I don't know, maybe in America, like, I've heard women say, like, oh, that's a must. That they got to do that. Like, men and women. And I don't know, even in Jamaica, if maybe some men like it done, but it's taboo for you.
Remember, as I'm saying, Jamaica is a cultural place, you know. America is not really a cultural place like that. So we grew up on certain things that is a no-no.
That's why even when Shinsia did that song, what was it called? Lick?
Yeah, the nation, we finish with you for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's like you lead the nation wrong, you know. It's like this you want to teach our young youths.
Yeah.
You don't have nothing else to teach more than this.
Right.
More than lead the youths astray. So remember when Adam and Eve did in the garden, you know, and then tell Adam, say, don't eat the apple. You think I did one apple off a tree?
Oh, that's what he was talking about? Don't eat the apple. That's
and
what
you have
got.
to use your...
That's what you got from that Bible story?
And you have to use your common sense.
That's what you got from that Bible story?
Yeah, when the man tells him if you don't eat the apple off a tree, the beautiful fruit tree here, you know, and then go eat the apple, Catania. You can't eat the apple, my friend. Him sin.
Okay.
You know.
So that's a sin.
So, Catania, you think I did one apple the man see out of the tree?
I'm just trying to understand it. So that's a sin.
See the beautiful garden here, Catania.
Yeah, that's a sin.
Yeah, most definitely. Cause
I'm just joking, guys.
remember, I know, it's always apple and the trees. And if we eat one right now, we still don't sin.
Yeah.
So do the logics, no, Catania.
But it's just amazing to me, like, how we look at different cultures and we think that what somebody else does or don't do in their culture is, like, weird. But that's how you grow. Not you, but I'm just saying when you grow in a certain culture. And I don't even know if that's like specific to
them used to
Jamaica.
them used to beat you back then for that in a Jamaica, Catania. As
Really?
I tell you, yeah man, I just know things are as what him say. When you used to do those things, you used to have to hide. You used to couldn't let no one know. If people know, even your family used to just neglect you. People neglect you. You know what I mean? It's just not something that we do. It's just that's something that we grow up on. But the world and time has changed. And it's Jamaica is still not fully there with them, you know?
Yeah, because Jamaica behind in a lot of things.
Yeah,
Not,
we still not there with them.
Yeah. The other thing was I was having a conversation with my friends.
And hold a minute. If you watch even like when one of our prime minister was giving a speech, I don't know if you ever see it before. His name is Bruce Golden. Maybe, and they're saying something like if you would like to see homophobic or something like gay Jamaica, and he said no. That's not the direction he want to see his nation or the country to go in.
Yeah.
And he's the prime minister, right? Because him know him couldn't say yes. Because the peoples of the country would have finished with him.
And that's big over here in America in terms of equality for all people. And I get it. I understand it. Even if you disagree with it. But the thing is, like in Jamaica, that's like big taboo.
Big. As I said, that's a big example that I just give you.
That's big taboo in Jamaica.
That was our prime minister. And you know, maybe the prime minister could have given a speech like, well, everybody have their own mindset. People can choose to do what they hear. When I tell you straight, that's not the direction we want to see our country going into.
Yeah. And you have a lot of old school people like that too, that are just, you would say that they're homophobic, but my thing is like, we just disagree with what we don't understand.
We believe in a man. We believe in a straightism, Katane, you know?
Straightism.
Yeah, man.
Straightism.
That's him believing it, but as I tell you, in this time and hour, it's just changed. Everything just changed, you know.
In Jamaica, that's huge taboo. But over here, like I've just kind of learned to accept people as they are. Like that's between you and God.
Anything goes in America, you know.
That's kind of true.
For real.
But that's the good thing about America that I love is
America
like
is just
freedom of choice.
That is
freedom.
it. It's just America. It's just you know see people run away from all Jamaica for come to America for turn gay. Believe Catania. Just because a man want to live his life and live free. Looking at Catania.
That's the beauty of America.
All right.
That's a part of the American
Catania,
dream that you can live almost, because there's some radicals over here
believe
too.
You me, Catania.
Far right, far left.
Them can't go down to Jamaica and go in at the store, go shopping. And come out in them wig and come out.
Yeah, I had a friend when I was in.
We get beaten. We die in Jamaica for that.
I had a friend in middle school that we was like this, like tight, close, and I never even thought about him being like gay, even though you could clearly see like he was feminine. But I never looked at him. I guess because I was younger then. I never really looked at him as gay, and then I saw him like years later, we moved away. We moved to Georgia for some years, came back. I went to the Navy, came back, and I saw him, and he was a woman. And I never even like really looked at him like differently, So I just kind of like come to, even though I just say like that's not me and what I want for my life, I just accept that same thing like with us being in an age gap relationship. Like, people will judge and bash and say it's not right. But I'm just kind of like, it's my life. So whatever you do in your life is your life. And that's between you and God. But in Jamaica, like, that is huge. That's huge, Yeah,
man, certain thing very you. And maybe I'm not just Jamaica, just right across the Caribbean. Me think the Caribbean.
Not even just Jamaica, but we just saying Jamaica because you are from Jamaica. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure that's in other countries too.
Because remember, Trinidad, and Jamaica and all of these send kits. The whole of the Caribbean country is like we still are one, Katana. If you look, it's like we talk the same. Everything is basically the same. Same houses, the same food, them. The same beautiful Caribbean sea.
That's another thing that can like affect your relationship, like your views on things. That's why some people will say like you got to be equally yoked with somebody, but that could mean different things too. Like being equally yoked doesn't necessarily mean like same beliefs, you know. But that's a whole nother topic. Not gonna go into that, but but yeah, that could be a deal breaker too, because if you have such strong views, you know, on a topic, and my views are different, and you're gonna constantly bump heads on that, somebody might just be like, you know what, I can't get with you if you agree with that, you know. Yeah, so cultural differences really can affect your relationship. Yeah, make or break you. And the other thing I wanted to talk about,
and then sometimes we'll just keep on bumping heads, and not and wondering like
not finding like a middle ground.
Yeah, you're not finding a solution for the problem, and the problem keep occurring. Not really knowing that, man, this lady really don't understand your culture, or you know, it's something like that, something
and not
simple.
Not just me understanding Jamaican culture, but you understanding how I grew up. You know?
Most time it's things occur when we don't understand each other, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You bump heads about that, so you have to try to find like
and sometimes it's simple. Sometimes it's simple things, and people just don't understand how each other grew up. You know, you don't understand how your partner grew up, and your partner don't understand your culture or you grew up.
Yeah, another thing I wanted to mention too was I was having a conversation with my friends when we went out to brunch for Christmas last month, and one of my friends was saying, you know, it's a guy that she really, really likes. Yes. But she just cannot get past the fact that he is not circumcised. And I don't know if he was born here. I don't remember. Because we were kind of like laughing and telling her like in some countries, like men are not circumcised. And I think Jamaica is one of those countries. I'm not saying every man, not saying that applies to everybody, because you do have some mothers who will say, yes, circumcise my son. But I'm just saying in Jamaica, from what I know, like most men maybe don't get circumcised. Maybe that's not something you do.
Katanya, since me come over here in America, me I hear the word circumcised. To tell you the truth, since we come over here,
because that's not even something.
It's not even something that. It's just normal for we born and them left with natural body. Only thing them cut must the navel string. Me don't know if them not cut nothing else. Them just a two thing them cut. Or one thing. Maybe them cut the woman belly if you take out the kid.
Sometimes.
Alright.
They need to.
And then they cut the navel string. Them don't cut nothing else.
But in America, that's just natural. That's what you do in America.
But what I do though, what does it do?
I don't know. I don't know why, because I don't have a boy, so I don't know. You know, I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know if that. I don't know how that came about.
Yeah, would I like to know how
circumcising the boys?
Yeah.
It says circumcision is a common practice in Jewish and Islamic communities, and also practiced in many African communities. So maybe it's something that was like religious. Maybe it came about from like, religion. Because it says some parents choose to have their sons circumcised because other men in the family have had it done, or they want their sons to feel different. But maybe it's something that came about from religion, I don't know.
So you want to feel different? Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, well, that's what AI is saying. But I'm saying that I think maybe it can't, because it's saying like,
because
it's a common practice in Jewish and Islamic
like it's a symbol thing.
And I'm saying like here in America, America is supposed to be built on Christianity, which came from overseas. So maybe that's a practice that came with religion, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like for her, right now in her mindset, that's a deal breaker for her. She can't get past the fact that he's not circumcised.
But Katanya, once the thing get up and then it goes out like that.
Like how?
Like that.
Why are you covering my face?
It goes out like
Like
that.
strong to strength?
The thing was like this, and it gonna pull back like that. So
it's gonna be the
make,
same.
It's gonna make it seem as if it's
Gonna be the
circumcised.
same. I mean, I don't know. Like we
You
was
know,
telling
Katani.
her, how I know. We was telling her like, no, I've been with men who were not circumcised before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I do know. I've been with men, before. So I've seen circumcised and uncircumcised penises. So and my friends have too. And we were trying to explain to her that it feels the same. It is the same. I don't want to go into no other detail about what the same of it is, but I'm just saying. But Jamaica do have some funny ways. Like when you think about like a lot of these things that I never would have thought about or known.
Even to them
I
they
met
on the
you.
phone a reason with Joanna, and Joanna say, more than love to see the youth them succeed in her life. Mm-hmm. And more you to succeed to my son. I say, what you just said?
Mm-hmm.
What you just said? She said she want me to succeed in her life. Mm-hmm. I said, Joanna, you couldn't use another word.
Succeed.
She want me succeed.
John want you to succeed.
In her life.
Tell her, nah, sir.
You must be mad. You hear me, that Joanne married and not reach nowhere in her life. Joanne.
Oh my God.
She want me to succeed in her life.
Shit, you know how that sounds.
Yeah. Mr. Joanne, brother don't reach anywhere in her life. Yeah.
You gotta succeed.
To reach in her life. Succeed.
Oh my God.
Joanne, alright, then my son, more have to be successful in her life.
That is it. We want you to be successful, not
Yeah,
to succeed.
Jamaican not succeed in her life. Never. I don't know who build the word there. But you want me succeed in her life.
So guys, like, what do you think about?
No seed in her life.
What do you think about like cultural differences? Like, because I mean, I think we're doing good to.
Even the words them in her life, Jamaica have a problem.
Oh my God!
And the words them are natural and come with their own meaning.
Yeah.
Jamaica just have a funny thing.
Boy, Jamaica is different. Mm-hmm. I never would have even thought about some of these things if I not met you.
We never succeed in our life, Katania.
So, what do you guys think about like cultural differences? Like, is it hard for couples to, mesh and come together and really, really, really be? I'm gonna say
sometimes
it like that,
some
really,
simple
really,
issue people have, and I just because them don't know our cultural difference.
Yeah.
But a simple thing, if them did really know how this person grew and this person know how that person grew.
Yeah.
And then them willing to work. Because you have to willing to make the sacrifice too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it can succeed. Yeah.
Yeah, it can successful.
It can be successful.
Thank you.
We're living proof that you can be successful.
Yeah.
Even with your cultural differences. So drop some comments. Tell us what you guys think about cultural differences in, relationships. And not even just like marriages, but friendships as well, Mm-hmm. But mostly in like romantic type relationships. Because I met you being from another country, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we brought it together. But let us know what you guys think, like down in the comments. And, if you agree with any of the things that Kima has said, or if you agree with the things that the other guys on the show are saying, or anything that we've said, drop some comments below. Tell us what you think. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, share the content, and most importantly, subscribe. And anything else you want to add?
Just big up the peoples them, man.
Big up the peoples them. Bless up.
Blessings.